Let us not forget, my fellow Americans, the sorrow and the heartache which today abide in the homes of so many of our neighbors. Neighbors whose most priceless possession has been rendered as a sacrifice to redeem our liberty.
From Stettin in the Baltic to Trieste in the Adriatic, an iron curtain has descended across the continent.
So when the United States votes $400 million to help that war, we're not voting for a giveaway program. We're voting for the cheapest way that we can prevent the occurrence of something that would be of the most terrible significance to the United States of America, our security.
If we withdrew from Vietnam, the communists would control Vietnam. Pretty soon Thailand, Cambodia, Laos, Malaya would go.
If this little nation goes down the drain and can't maintain her independence, ask yourself what's going to happen to all the other little nations.
To a substantial degree, in one form or another, socialism has spread the shadow of human regimentation over most of the nations of the earth, and the shadow is encroaching upon our own liberty. A third major reason for accepting our citizenship responsibilities and working at them is the presence within America of socialist and communist propagandists dedicated to the establishment of a new order.
I think those of us who have been elected by the American people to man the watchtowers, unless we have the intelligence to recognize the traitors, and unless we have the guts to name them, we should be taken down from those watchtowers and should not be representing the American people.
In recognizing a communist, physical appearance counts for nothing. If he openly declares himself to be a communist, we take his word for it. If a person consistently reads and advocates the views expressed in a communist publication, he may be a communist.
There was fear, there was uncertainty, insecurity.
Images of communists as evil and threatening were everywhere. Nowhere was the fear more damaging than in Hollywood.
And we got a lot of what we felt about our country and about right and wrong and being a good American or being honest or courageous from the movies.
With so much publicity about America's dream factory coming under the influence of communist agents, the House Committee on Un-American Activities had a target.
At home, Americans feared red subversion. Congress revived the House Committee on Un-American Activities. In 1947, the committee investigated Hollywood, factory of America's imagination.
Have you ever observed any communistic information in any script?
Well, I've turned down quite a few scripts because I thought they were tinged with communistic ideas. They haven't attempted to use me, I don't think, because apparently they know that I'm not very sympathetic to communism.
The American people are going to have to choose between the Bill of Rights and the Thomas Committee. They cannot have both. One or the other must be abolished in the immediate future.
No to the question about whether you were a communist or ever had been. And if the answer was yes, as it was in my case, we knew the next question was who else was, and we certainly didn't want to go into that.
The 10 were imprisoned. With hundreds more, they were blacklisted, their livelihoods taken away.
I mean, I remember, you know, like the floor just rushing out from under me and my heart going down. It's like, that's it. You know, that's it.
Ms. Grant didn't work in Hollywood again for 14 years. Army veteran Carl Reiner was working on Broadway.
somebody actually came to my house, an FBI guy, and said, "Do you know if there are any communists in show business?" And I said, "Oh, there must be. There must be lots of them because they're all over the place." "Do you know who they are?" "No." I said, "You guys, FBI, you find them. You know, I don't know who they are. They're not going to tell me." I mean, I was being funny, but I was also scared shitless.
I am not a communist and never have been a communist.
Between 1947 and 1952, the loyalty of 3 million Americans was investigated by the FBI.
I am not and never have been a communist.
Get out of any department of the government anyone who is serving the communist cause.
Let us not assassinate this lad further, Senator. You've done enough. Have you no sense of decency, sir, at long last?
Just what to do. He ducked and covered, ducked and covered.
He did what we all must learn to do.
You and you.